Hi guys, what's up? It is Chelsea. I am doing something on the computer right now. That's why you kind of see this angle. But it's for a very important reason. Because this morning I found out that I am officially an aunt. We welcomed Kinsley Irene into the world. Well, I mean, my sister gave birth to her yesterday. Almost was an April 12th baby. Today's April 12th. She was born April 11th. She's 6 pounds, 8 ounces, and oh my god, her cheeks! Holy moly. I'm super upset that I am not there, but have been like glowing and so excited like the whole day. And it just stinks because my sister is not finished telling everybody in our family and in Mark's family that Kinsley was born, so I have had to wait to say anything to anybody. Obviously, I told Don, because Don being my boyfriend, or what everybody says, like, longtime boyfriend, he's Uncle Don. He's going to be Uncle Don to Kinsley. So I told him this morning, and I was so excited. So now I'm on the computer. I'm sending her some flowers so that when they get home, there are some fresh flowers for her to have around the house. And I put, welcome to the world, Kinsley. Like, we can't wait to meet you. Love, Aunt Chelsea, Uncle Don. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to go down until June. I want to go like the weekend of my birthday is what I am hoping. Hoping. It'd be a nice birthday present to see my niece. So yeah, I'm super excited, and my God, her due date wasn't until the 7th of May. I had no idea she was going into labor, had no clue whatsoever. Just woke up this morning and there's a text message with a picture of my niece saying, "Welcome, Kinsley." I was like, oh my God! Sorry, Nat. Sorry. So, super excited. I don't even want to talk about anything else the rest of the day. I had a food service class today. I am making scones today. I have some housework to do, and I don't even care about any of that stuff. I just care about, I have a niece. I have a niece now. I have a niece. Whoa! Alright, I said I was going to make some scones. So let's do this. I'm taking the rings off. We're ready to go. So, the directions say we need 2 3/4 cup flour. Dun, 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 dun. These are the greatest things ever. Don got me these cups for my birthday one year. They're the best. So, there's 1. There's 2. Now we need the 4th cup one. There's the 4th cup. I would say 3/4. I'm reading it off my phone. 3/4. Yeah, so we need 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Flour is done. Moving on. We need 1/3 cup of sugar. Move this over here. 1/3 cup of sugar. So we got the sugar. Dun, 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 dun. Sugar makes everything better. Sure, reading this right. 1/3 cup of sugar. Perfect. 1/3 cup of sugar. Double it off. Like so. Now I'm going to pause because I need my tablespoons and teaspoons. Alright, so 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So 1, 2, 3. Bam. Now we need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So baking powder here. Ba-da-da. To scrape it out. Alright, set that aside. Then it says we're going to whisk together all of the dry ingredients. Alright, so this part I kind of, what is the point of whisking? I mean, I'm not arguing, I'm using a whisk clearly, but I don't know. We're going to have to add the cold butter in. And I'm just like, what? I don't understand. So it says work in the butter just until the mixture is unevenly crumbly. It's okay for some larger chunks of butter to remain incorporated, and we need half a cup of cold butter. So that's 1 stick of butter. So let's go get the stick of butter. So all I'm going to do with the butter, let's go, oh, alright, my phone is vibrating. I don't know why. Because I got an email. My sister is still not announced on Facebook that she has had her baby. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts because as an aunt, I'm like, I just want to tell everybody. I want everyone to know that my niece was born. Alright, so I'm just going to, like, little by little, just take it. Am I making people nervous by going like this? I promise it's okay. I've been doing this for years like this. So I'm just going to take and do little chunks of butter in here. And this might take a little bit of time, so I will do this, and then when I come back, this will all be done, and I will show you the crumbly process. And I hope this noise doesn't bother you. I just have the water running. It says to mix it until it's like crumbly with the butter. Hold on, what's the exact words? The exact words are work in the butter just until the mixture is evenly crumbly. It's okay for some larger chunks of butter to remain unincorporated. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna like use my hands because that seems the faster route. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And I have the water running because, well, my hands are gonna be full of flour and butter. And I don't want to touch anything. So when I come back, this will all be incorporated. And then we can move on to our wet ingredients. There's one more step before we do the dry ingredients, and that is to add the chocolate chips. This is 1 to 2 cups. Needs more. all of the mini chocolate chips. All of the mini chocolate chips. Okay, so we're going to start with the wet ingredients. So I have here 2 beautiful eggs from my mother-in-law. She's got chickens. Are these not the most beautiful eggs you've seen on the planet? Of course, they look wet because I just washed them. Always wash your eggs, especially if they're coming straight from the butt of the chicken. I'm just saying. So 1. And 2 eggs. It looks so good. Makes me want to have an egg sandwich. Alright. Next, I think we need to add the vanilla. So, eggs, vanilla, and the milk. So we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So, my little teaspoon thing. We're going to take it off so that when I'm done with it, I can wash it. My vanilla, like so. There we go. 1, 2, bam, and then we need half a cup of milk. Is this my half a cup? No, that's my 3rd cup. Half a cup. Bam. Half a cup of milk. Then I'm going to mix it all together. Now here it says you can add like any flavorings, like an almond extract if you want. Like I bet you chocolate and almond would be delicious, but we're just gonna go with the chocolate chips. So you can't really see and I don't want to like dump it, but I'm just mixing everything together. And let's see, what would our next step be? So it says add the liquid ingredients to the dry ingredients and stir until all is moistened and holds together. And it says if it's not moist enough and it's not holding together, you can add more milk to it. So I'm going to keep my milk out just in case. So here we go. We have the dry ingredients over here and I have my wet ingredients. I'm going to do a little well, I think. I'm going to do a little well. I'm going to pour it in the middle, like so. I'm just going to put it in this bowl. I'm just going to start mixing it and incorporating everything and its deliciousness. I think eventually I'm going to have to get in here with my hands. If possible. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get in here with my hands. Alright, let me do this with my hands, and when I come back, this will be ready to put on a floured surface so that we can cut these little bad boys. Well, I got a mess to clean up now. Oops. Moving on, we have our dough over here. I'm sorry this angle is kind of funny, but this is the only surface I have that works, and it's kind of far away, but you will be able to see me so much better. So I have, I floured the surface. This is my flour, and I have my rolling pin, and I'm going to roll this out into a square. I just want to keep, I guess you could do this in a triangle too, but I know, like, I looked up some recipes where it was more of in a circle instead of a square, and then they just cut from the I can't talk right now. They just cut from the circle, but this one said to do it as a square, so that's what I'm going to try my best to get it into a square. And then you cut it into smaller square pieces. Keep trying to shape it. And then you do it from little triangles from there. So these are supposed to be like little baby scones. At least that's what we're going for, is little baby scones. So far, I am not doing very good keeping this rectangular or 90-degree angles. Well, I mean, I kind of am. Small victories, little things at a time, little at a time. I was never good at, like, you know, they tell you, like, do the 9 by whatever, I was never good at that. I just looked at it and go, yeah, it looks like it's going to fit in that pan. Why not? Let's try it. That was always me. I probably wouldn't have made it into culinary school at all. Alright, so I'm going to give you a better view on what this looks like. So as you can see, I did my best to try to make it into a square. I know this part is kind of weird looking, so I'm going to cut it this way, cut it some more, and then cut the squares into triangles, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'll show you. I tried the best I could to cut them evenly, but they're a little off. Really? Really? Hashtag cat mom life. I just finished saying the other day about how you were the good child and you didn't do things like this. And then look what you did. Look what you did. Anyways, moving on. I'm not even going to fix it right now. Okay, so then it tells you to cut like this so that they end up into triangles. Like so. I also discovered flour your knife. Holy moly, flour your knife. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, so the oven is preheating. And I'm just going to take these babies and I'm putting them on a tray lined with parchment paper. You can also, it says you can use a heavily greased pan, but I like parchment paper. So I'm just going to put these babies on. The temperature is pretty high. I'm actually really shocked. It's at 425 degrees. I mean, that's what it's going to be at. It's 425 degrees, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, I've never made scones before in my life, so hopefully these will turn out good and okay, because that temperature kind of scares me for baked goods. But then it says that you can also kind of crowd the pan as well, since they don't really expand. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try and get all of them in here. It's like playing Tetris. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Let's hope so. I got them all on, and once the temperature, or the oven is at the temperature that it needs to be, it's going to go in for 19 to 20 minutes, and then I'm going to cool it, and we're going to put some icing on these bad boys.